Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find a full life. And this is part 3, final part of my Saturday session for live readings. Thank you to everyone who has been participating. I'm so excited to do the last couple of people here. So we're going to start off right away with Catherine. So Catherine would like to know about Kay. Does Kay have feelings for her, and will he pursue her? So, Catherine, does Kay have feelings for you, and will he for you? Woo! Uh-oh. Everywhere, Catherine. Okay, so I want to say that Kay has feelings for you because he's definitely been flirting with you, okay? I see the flirting. I feel like he's been coming at you. He's been kind of trying to test the waters with you and see what's up. You're not oblivious, and you're feeling the energy as well, and you're flirting back with him. And I think he does want to give this a chance. I think that you guys are in the beginning stages of like a romance here. He hasn't really exactly like asked you on a date yet. You guys have just been hanging out like a little bit. It's been really informal, but he definitely has a vibe for you and is flirting for you. This is really strange. I'm kind of wondering what is going on here because to me, we're getting the forgiving and learning card, then we're seeing healing family issues, and then finances and career. I wonder if this is somebody that you met at work. So if you could confirm that for me, if you're here, that'd be really great, but it's fine. Not like it's that important, but I do feel like maybe this is someone you met at work or someone that is like a coworker or something. But there seems to be a lot going on with him emotionally right now. Something with his family. I need to kind of look into that because it could be like a blockage or something. It's just a little confusing because first of all, we're seeing like, oh, he's flirting with you. He's kind of thinking about dating you, hanging out with you more, is opening up to the idea of like maybe a relationship with you. But then there's all this crap over here. So I'm like, what is going on? So let's just try to figure this out. Okay, so I just got a message he's left a lot behind. Like he's recently moved out of his family's home or something, and he's doing a lot better, and he's working on getting his abundance and his independence and on like making money and like feeling confident and like something like that. And so there's just like a lot going on for him, and then all of a sudden there's you. Okay, so you met him online. Okay, you have the same interests. Okay, so this must be talking about where he's at right now in his life. He's trying to get out of a really bad situation with his family, with his home, with his situation. Things are just not good at him at home. Um, Relationship. Why do I need to know that? Why is that information coming out? I think it's because he's really beaten down at this point in his life. He's really going through hope for him. You're a sense of hope for him. You're making his days better. He's really enjoying like flirting with you, connecting with you, and he feels very happy when he talks to you. And so he's intrigued. He's very intrigued. He wants to unfold the mystery that is you. He definitely wants to get to know you more. This is a sense of escape for him for everything that's been going on. He's at a point in his life where he's really taking his power back. And so I kind of feel like this is saying this is a good time for him to meet somebody. This is a good time. Like his heart is very open. Like he's really, really thinking a lot more about you than you would even know. So definitely he's flirting with you. He wants to see what's gonna happen here. He's very attracted to you. Let's see if we can get some more feelings out. And then we'll look into his intentions, okay? I just feel like he's working very hard right now to get, yeah, abundance, to get out of his situation. Oh, he's very drawn to you. Look at this luminosity energy here. He thinks you're an absolute goddess. He feels very lucky to be talking to you, to have time with you. He's like, was not expecting that he was going to meet someone like you online. Oh yeah, divine feminine. Wow. You guys seem to have, and since it's online, it's a lot of talking. It's a lot of back and forth. You guys are discovering that you have more in common. So let's go ahead and look into, yeah, he's really busy at work. So I wouldn't feel you back right away. Like, I feel like you are like what he comes home to after a long day of work. He's so excited to see your messages. He wakes up to them every morning and he feels the connection. Here we go. He's feeling the connection and all, sending letters or writing back and forth. How cute is that? So what are his intentions? Is he open to like a long distance relationship or online, or meeting you in person or taking this further? Ooh, we're getting really good cards. Yes, I feel like he's down. He's totally down to take this to the next level with you. I think he's open for a commitment. He's open to go to the next level. Yeah, this is looking really, yeah, look, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I don't think he's talking to any, and he's not talking to them anymore. He is just pursuing you right now. He's into you. He's already made up his mind. So I honestly see you guys getting in a relationship. I think it's possible. I think there's really good vibes here. I think he knows what he wants and he's gonna get it. He's working very hard in his life right now to change his life, to change his situation. And now there's you. He's being blessed so much. Like, you're part of the blessing in his life. He sees you as a blessing. And he's just very excited. I think that this is someone that's really falling in love with you. I think this is somebody you can trust. We're getting good cards for you. What more can I say? Let's go ahead and see. His intentions, he wants to define the relationship with you. I just think he's going to play it cool and not try to do it too soon, you know? But it's going to happen fast. This is saying you guys are going to have that talk about, yep, probably within the next 3 weeks. You guys are going to have that whole, like, what are we talk, or like, let's be exclusive kind of talk. So I think that this is heading for a relationship and you guys might start talking about it as soon as 3 weeks from now. So this is moving forward pretty fast. Yep. This is, you're probably going to end up in a relationship with them. I feel like, I'm like, is this too good to be true? What, am I missing something here? No, honestly, he's into it. He's into you. There's a connection here. Strong vibe, strong energy. Probably 3 weeks from now, he's going to bring it up. So about this person, this says trust in your feelings, trust in the fact that this person's been brought in your life for a reason. And maybe this is also talking about how you need some more time to develop trust with this person. And this is talking about making sure that you're being your truest self with him. You know, you don't need to put on a mask. You don't need to act like someone that you're not. He accepts you for who you are. That's beautiful. Education, I think this is talking about you guys learning more about each other and about each other's life, opening up to each other more over the next couple weeks. I feel like a week from now, you guys are probably going to have some type of very long conversation over FaceTime or Skype or on the phone or something. And like, after that conversation, you both gonna know, like, this is something real here. And 2 weeks after that, you guys are gonna have the DTR, define the relationship talk. So let's go ahead and pull some more questions here, like more cards for you about this situation. Yeah, respect. I think this is saying this is someone that will respect you and the path that you're on, the goals that you have. I think your living situation or this might be an issue. You guys are going to have to work past that little bump together, but I think you guys are going to figure it out. So how about we pull a card from this deck and we read from the guidebook just to see anything else you need to know about this person, about this situation. What the heck? I never seen this card before. Okay, so the communal dance. Ooh. Aw, fulfillment. That's so sweet. You're waiting for him to ask you out, but it seems like he's really busy. Yeah, he's definitely going to ask you out. This card brings you guidance. You're being drawn into a new community that is more aligned with your innate spiritual vibration. You'll feel more at home there and be able to share your gifts and talents more freely and with greater support. Let go of relationships or situations that you've been holding on to out of fear. If they are meant to continue with you, they will remain. If not, they will fall away, creating space for new connections to come into your life now. This is not a time to hide in what you have known, but to be open to playful connection with kindred spirits soon to be met. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I kind of feel like meeting new people, meeting new friends because of them. You're going to feel very at home with this person. If this person needs to fall away, release that, but honestly, just be open. This says if they're meant to continue with you, they will remain. If not, they'll fall away. This says let go of any, just be open to the mystery of, this is the Lynx, the cat of mystery, be open to the mystery of life unfolding. Be open to this playful connection. It's kind of like you're getting the blessing of the spirit to just move ahead and keep enjoying this. There could be something in it for you. Now the Christ flame, this whoa, what the heck? Why are we seeing Christ up in here? Oh, the book opens straight to it. So what's the deal with this card? I think this is telling you that you're having an awakening right now, because we did see something about you using your talents and gifts that was mentioned in this card. I think this is that's telling you keep going on the path that you're on right now. I just sense you're a very artistic soul. You might be on a path that's not as a lot of artistic people are drawn to me. I'm a very artistic person, and I feel like one of my purposes here is to remind people that you don't always have to follow a traditional path in life, that you have a lot more freedom than you would think to make choices and to sculpt and create the life that you want. So this is over this next year, 2020, such a big year for realigning with your truth. You might be choosing to leave certain things behind or to move on to a new path, maybe especially when it comes to your career. And so this is telling you to keep moving forward. You have special talents and gifts that are meant to be shown and used in this world. And so get out there and be your true self. So I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support. And we're going to move on to the next person. So who's the next person? Okay, so Nye is next.
Agreeing if it's this guy or a new one coming in.
Oh, so she wants to know if the guy that she's kind of hanging out with,
She said this guy.
is it going to be this guy or is it going to be someone else? Okay, so Nye, you're kind of hanging out with someone, or you've got someone in your mind and you want to know with them, are you guys going to move further on this path together, or is it going to be someone new, someone else that's coming in for you in love? So let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say. So, what's the current energy between you and this guy you have on your mind? Okay, so I do feel like there's an energy between you guys. I'm not sure if you and this guy are like hooking up or having like an emotional connection, but I sense that some intimacy has been shared between you guys. Whether that's just like a emotional connection or a physical connection, I'm not sure, but I feel like you have a very strong connection to this guy, the one that's on your mind. And I feel like you've been doing everything you can. You've been making the effort, you've been dropping hints, you've been open to this connection, but for some reason, it's just not moving forward. Or it moves forward and then you get ghosted. Or you guys have tried it before and broken up. For me, it feels like an on and off again energy, like there's a lot of push and pull between you guys. And this card says, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Almost like out of self-respect, you might need to stop making the effort with this person. You might need to stop chasing them. You might need to stop being the person that's always reaching out to them, always asking if they want to hang. This even is your ex. Like, you need to release this person and clear your energy. So let's dig a little bit deeper into this person, the first person that's on your mind, okay? So how do they feel about you? Well, they seem to be like, I'm getting like a commitment phobia kind of energy. Like the kind of guy that just doesn't really want a commitment or isn't open to that or is wishy-washy, doesn't know what they want. Like there's a down. They're very frustrated when it comes to love. They're not feeling very empowered through a lot. And he is guarding his heart and he's got walls up, okay? And he's kind of like a control freak kind of energy, like always trying to control things. And so it just feels like he's got a tight grip on this situation, almost like he's doesn't feel safe to love, doesn't feel, not really a tender, open-hearted type of person. Now, I feel like you see straight through him. You feel the pain in him. You're like an empath, and you've like been, and like you've helped him open up more and more. But I feel like this guy is more of like a project versus someone you can just freely love unconditionally. So, oh, it's hard. I do kind of feel like there's a message, like this card said, to release him. Almost like you're only going to be frustrated by this connection because of his control issues, because of where he's at right now, because of his fear and what's happened in the past. Like, it just seems like he has a lot going on, and like it's not a balanced relationship. Like, you're the one who's always making the effort and he's not really meeting you in the middle. It just feels kind of imbalanced. And you want someone that you can be romantic with, that you can really express your love with. And this guy feels like someone you're just chasing, that you can never catch. So there's an allure in that, you know? He's kind of that got away or something. But I feel like it's time to release the illusion of what this person could be. Almost like who you think he is isn't really who he is. Like, you put him on a pedestal, like you've got this idea of him that isn't really true. Where nothing you've done wrong. All you've done is just open your heart and try to love someone. But some people just won't be loved. Some people push back. Some people run. Some people fight. Some people can't accept love. It's like you need to be able to love on a higher level. You need to be with someone who's open to receive the love that you give. So I do sense there's someone else coming in for you, but let's get you a final message about what you need to know about this person and situation before we pull some more cards on the other person coming in real quick, okay? I'm just going to read this to you. Passion is igniting within you. It is not a time when things will remain still. Even if the change is only sensed as a subtle stirring underneath the surface of things. Even if slow at first, passion will unfold from within your heart, soon to be burning bright like a sun unrestrained. You are learning how to ride waves of passion through eruptions of heat and descent into coolness, bearing the absence of fire, only to realize it is returning to you again. Ride its waves, knowing that passionate bliss will always return to a heart that is on fire with love for life. The coolness allows us to experience the heat. Once you realize that the fire emerging from within you will ebb and flow, you will trust in its presence. You will realize that whether your passionate fire is obvious, drawing you into life, or dwelling quietly within, gaining power from the deepest sources of your being, soon to rise once more. It is a constant in your heart. Accept the fire of your heart and know that this is how you are meant to be, on fire with love for all that is. This card brings a message for you. Trust the passion and the fire of your heart to guide your decisions now. What would make you feel most alive? Choose that. If you're feeling a lack of genuine passion in your life, take comfort that it is awakening in your heart now, bringing something that has been long in rest back to life. I think this is telling you, like, in the context of this person, maybe it's just telling you, you know what, the passion just isn't here. For whatever reason, with this person that's on your mind, the passion just isn't there. This isn't your fault, this isn't their fault, it's just an incompatibility. And so I think this is telling you, follow passion. Like, you deserve a passionate love. You deserve to be on fire with love, okay? And it's not always that way in relationships, because relationships take work. I've been in a relationship for 10 years, you know? But this is telling you, like, when it's there, you'll know it. And it just might not be. You don't have to chase after passion. And I feel like with this person, you're going to have to chase them. So let's go ahead now. And this is almost like respect yourself. We keep getting cards about self-respect. Love yourself first. Choose yourself. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So this might be one you want to walk away from, but you got to trust your heart. You got to trust what feels right to you. And I think that's what this card ultimately was about, okay? Now, I personally sense that someone else is coming into your life. So I just want a quick confirmation of that. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with that. Is there somebody new coming into your life? Yep, I see a soulmate. I definitely see a soulmate. And there's the passion card. It's like a new person, like this gonna stir your passion. Someone that you really feel like you can talk to. Someone who's really gonna be present with you. I feel like you're the kind of person that needs someone to like seduce your mind before they seduce your body. And so I definitely sense a new person coming in, a soulmate. Let's just see if we can get a quick timeline on this. This is fast. This is the 8 of Wands, so it's fast, fast, fast. Potentially within the next 6 months, you could meet this person. So yeah, that's actually pretty soon. So this is telling you retreat. It might be time for you to disconnect from dating for a little while, to just kind of like chill, get grounded again. And then this says you're lovable. You deserve love. And so there's somebody coming in. It's already lined up for you. Don't try to worry, predict, or control outcomes here. Just keep doing you. And this is deception. Sometimes the person that we think is our soulmate or is the one we're going to end up with, sometimes that's just not it. So don't try to figure anything out right now. Don't try to figure out who this person is. You'll know when you feel that passion and when those romantic feelings are returned, okay? So in answer to your question, I think there's somebody new coming in. I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you next time. Okay, so who's next?
Shannon?
Okay, your question?
Career?
Okay.
Going to college for business and it's going
Wait,
well.
what?
Going to college for business and it's going well.
Okay.
I'm still very confused. What path is that? Can you
Mm.
provide more clarity? I want a career where I can follow my life's purpose.
Okay, so Shannon, you're going to school and you're a business major, and I think that's really cool. But you're still a little confused about like what you're supposed to do with your career, like what your career path is actually going to be. You want a path where you can really like follow your purpose. I think that's amazing. Now, I have a reading, it's actually on sale right now. It's called Talents and Gifts Life Purpose Reading, where we spend 45 minutes delving into this topic. So, basically, I'm hoping in the next couple minutes here I can just give you a little piece of the puzzle. It's a very big question, but I'm gonna take a whack at it, and just kind of how about we just pull like your artistic gifts and your spiritual gifts, and then I'll pull a couple more cards to just kind of clarify. Now, the one thing I can say, it's good that you're studying business. Chances are like you might envision yourself having your own business or being some type of entrepreneur. I think going to school for business is a really great way to understand how businesses work and get yourself set up for that path. So, and you don't have to 100% know what it is you're doing yet. I didn't quite figure out my path until like just a couple years ago, okay? And for reference, I'm 30. And there's some people who don't figure it out till they're 40, 50. Some people figure it out when they're 16. Everyone's on their own path. So if you don't know, you might not really might not really supposed to know right now, okay? But we're just gonna see what some opportunities are for you, okay? So artistically, you know what? Let's do this. Here we go. Okay. So I got some artistic gifts. The first thing that came out that I thought was really interesting, because I was already kind of thinking about it, was something about you being gifted with the culinary arts. Now, I'm not really sure if this is accurate because this is somebody who's good at preparing, cooking, presenting food. Like someone who's a delicatessen or a chef or a baker. But if you're like, oh my gosh, I am so bad in the kitchen, I don't cook, like that's crazy, then you might be someone who's good on educating people in nutrition or food science or diets or holistic health or something. So you could have a business where you're teaching people about health or supplements or something like that, coming out with hair, skin, nail vitamins, or who knows, like you could be someone who is like kind of working in the health world or some type of health entrepreneur. Restaurant owner is also on here, and this is also making me think about like a business owner, someone who owns their own business, okay? So maybe that's kind of the direction this card is pointing in. Then when I look at this card, the liberal arts card, this means you're someone who's very gifted with logic, rhetoric, maybe geometry or math. You're very good at writing. Maybe you could be someone who leads workshops, writes books, does service to others, maybe a coach. An interest in holistic health is also on here. So now we're starting to see something about someone who's like a coach or a business owner or like a leader. And then we're getting the conceptual art card, like you're gifted with conceptual art. So conceptual art is basically non-traditional art that has a really strong message, theme, or purpose. It requires a lot of planning. It's more conceptual. So it makes me think that you could be someone that has like your own business or your own shop that like sells certain types of products or something. You could have a business that's selling like holistic products or crystals or tarot. Just kidding. Or it could be just a beautiful place where you're selling uplifting artwork and like little trinkets and like I don't know why, but I see you owning a shop, having like a business, like a physical shop. It might also be like an online shop or boutique or something. And there could be like a strong purpose behind it. Maybe 10% of the proceeds go to community service or to helping. Maybe you can have your own nonprofit organization, helping, certain people. It could also be like a restaurant, like I mentioned, a shop that has like a bakery inside of it or something. But that's kind of what I'm starting to see in my mind, okay? But you've really got to trust yourself. The world is your oyster. You could do anything and you have a lot of gifts. Maybe that's why it's hard for you to figure out what to do. It's not like, oh, I'm not good at anything. It's like, I'm good at everything. So what do I choose when I'm like one of those Renaissance artists, Like they call it like the Renaissance man or the Renaissance person where they can pretty much turn anything they do to gold. I feel like that's you. And so what's important for you right now while you're going to school is to taste life. And maybe that's why I got this food thing. Maybe it's like a little funny message, like to taste life. Like I think travel could really help you to go to different places and see different walks of life, see different cultures and get inspiration, go to museums, galleries, like going to concerts and listening to different kind of music, connecting with the art community wherever it is that you live, going into different shops and different businesses and just looking around and seeing what other people have done and other people have built and taking inspiration. I feel like you need more inspiration. Because right now, business is kind of what you go to school for, almost when you're just like, I don't know what to do, but maybe I'll do something with my own business or be part of a business. So let's study business. Let's understand that. So it's a smart thing to go to school for. But of course, you want to get more specific. So I feel like the only way for you to do that is to explore and to try things. Maybe growing up, you really didn't have a chance to do that. I posted something in the community post the other day that said, wouldn't it be amazing if in school we spent those 12 years like really working on our gifts and talents instead of just trying to become well-rounded students that regurgitate information and spit it out. Like sometimes in school you get to take art class, or maybe you end up being one of those people who's really good at math or something. So like you go on that path, but some things you don't really get to explore. Like I didn't get to explore tarot in school or like philosophy in school. And so I had to like explore that on my own and find that path on my own. So I feel like this is telling you to get out there and explore. Like get a part-time job if you don't have one, and like start saving money so you can travel or so you can explore different things. Keep like a mood board or like a journal or a diary of things that you like or experiences that you have and that you want to recreate. I feel like this would be a really good time for you to have a vision board. That's like the message of today, you guys. Vision board all the way, right? So yeah, you got to figure out what brings you joy. What would you do for free? That's the question to ask yourself, is like, if you had all the money in the world and you were like a billionaire, what would you do with your time? What would you do with your life if money wasn't an obstacle? Okay? Now, obviously, you would probably travel. Obviously, you'd probably buy a bunch of really cool shit. Obviously, you'd have a really beautiful house and you'd stay home and you'd eat strawberries and martinis and read books and stuff. But at a certain point, that gets really boring, and everyone still wants to contribute to society. And I know this because I knew a lot of people who were very extremely wealthy when I was living in Los Angeles, and even those people had jobs. And for them, it wasn't about the money. It was just about contributing or like having fun or whatever. So Pretend you're a billionaire for a second. What would you do with your time? What would you do with your life? How would you contribute to society? What would you do with your work? Start there. That's how I figured out what I wanted to do. Because I used to not think I had an option. I was like, oh, I'm poor and I came from a poor family, and so I have to do this and I have to do that. But then I woke up one day and realized I don't have to do anything. I can do whatever I want. And you know what? I love fashion. I love tarot. I love helping people. I love makeup. I love speaking. I love meeting new people. And so like that's kind of how I put together like a rough idea of like how I want to work, and I had to work part-time. At a random ass job so I could buy materials and so I could support myself before my businesses took off. But so you might have to do the same thing. But the great thing is you're getting education and like you're learning about business. So when the time comes for you to make your own business or to make plans, then you'll figure it out. You pretty much have two options. You can either work for someone else or you can become your own boss. So you need to decide like, do I want to work for another company? Do I want to assist another company? Do I want to work in the corporate world? Do I want to work for a small business? Or do I want to start my own company? Do I want to start my own business? Or like that would be a great place to start. And then you can just start exploring different things you like and just start creating what you love. You don't have to cure cancer. You don't have to be a healer. You don't have to do Reiki or tarot or be a doctor. And you can do something you love. You could be a makeup artist. You could do, cooking. You can do whatever, whatever you do is going to help the world. Whatever you do, if you do it with love in your heart and passion in your soul, you're going to pave the way for so many other people to walk in your footsteps. So your path might not be as traditional as you think. You're probably going to have to carve your own path. So fill yourself with knowledge, read books by other people who are entrepreneurs, anybody that you admire, start listening to podcasts, and you have time to figure this out, okay? So let's pull some more messages for you. Anything else you need to know about like your path and finding like your mission and purpose? Yep. You're going to have to leave your home, almost like the home that you're in, the town that you're in, the place you're in. There's like a message to like get out of your bubble and explore. So I keep seeing messages for you about traveling, like to make that a priority over the next couple years, like on your school breaks and summer breaks, to like make it a point to go different places, even if it's just the next town over, even if it's just the next state over or the next country over or whatever. Like go different places and broaden your horizons. It's going to inspire you. And then this is the Cat of Mystery. We've seen this card pop out a few times today, almost like embrace the mystery of life. Embrace the mystery. Let it unfold. You're doing good, though. You're taking responsibility. You're on a great path. I feel like you're not behind. The momentum's going. Let things unfold in their own time. And this is the fox. This is the trickster. Your path might take a sudden change. You might end up moving far away or switching majors or going to a different school. Be open to that. Maybe dropping out of school. I'm not sure, but there's a message not to be too committed to the path you're on right now, but commit to self-discovery and commit to exploring, okay? There's no rules. There's just you. So let's pull you a final message from this deck. Anything else that you need to know? Oh, okay. Life Force. 11. Okay, so this is a card that's telling you that your consciousness is expanding right now. You're connecting with the great mystery of life. Just do what you need to do to feel alive. What makes you feel alive, Find your source of joy. Find your source of ecstasy in life. You know, you don't have to be social. Like, I feel like there's a lot of social conditioning, which is what this card talks about, that's like forcing us to do something a certain way or to take a certain path, or like you do this and then you do this and you do that and then you get a job, and then like your path might not be a straight line. Your path might zigzag. It might be up and down. It might be very different. So let go of what you think your path should look like and just let it unfold. Ooh, that's a message I needed to hear today. Let go of what you think your path should look like and just let it unfold. This card says, so much is possible now. You are ready to tackle new projects with confidence. Seize this happy moment. Establish a new basis from which to proceed. So this is almost like back to the drawing board. Vision boarding. Now, Son of Air. I think this is about finding your center. Learn to rest in the stillness within, the silence that clarifies all things for you. Like, you need to go somewhere that's going to quiet your mind and quiet your spirit. Get out into nature more. Go on more adventures. Explore more. Travel more. You're going to find your answers out there. Beautiful. I hope this message resonated with you. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you next time. Excuse me. All right, so who's next?
Rosanna.
How many more left?
2.
Okay.
Rosanna.
Okay.
Am I going to meet somebody soon? What will it be like?
Okay. All right, so Rosanna, you're wondering if you're going to meet somebody new, if you're going to meet somebody soon, and what they're going to be like. So let's start with a timeline. Definitely. Honestly, I think this person's coming in within the next 3 months. Like this summer, like June or July. So yeah, I see somebody coming in for you. You're gonna be very lucky in love this year. So yeah, somebody new. It's so weird. I'm just like, what? All right, 3 months from now, bam. You're gonna be expressing your love. You're gonna be feeling very romantic. I think this is telling you to go out there and make it happen. Like, if you're doing online dating, stay on that path. Join group activities like a group exercise class, or art classes or community events. Take up invitations. Be open to socializing right now, and I think you're going to be getting a lot of social invitations. So yeah, let's look a little bit now into who this person is. That was easy. Okay, so this is going to be somebody who's very mature. This is the distorted feminine card, talking about someone who's in the past, or you've been used to people who are very clingy or very manipulative or very needy, and just kind of icky energy of just like, this is just not what I want, You need someone who's mature, somebody who's confident, someone who kind of knows like what direction they're going in life. Not like they got to have it all figured out, but like they know what they want, they're mature, and they're ready to open their heart. I feel like you don't want to play games. You just want to fall in love. And I think this person is totally down for that. It feels like this could be a very significant person in your life. Like, I don't know if you're into the whole like the one concept or whatever, but it feels like this could be someone you end up moving in with or dating for quite some time, or maybe even a life partner. So this is a really, really big, bold energy. As far as who they are, this this could be someone who's a little bit older than you, because I see the maturity card. So they could be older than you, so just be open to that. I don't think they're super old or anything, but they could be a little bit older, or they're like at a different place in their life. Like they're just more mature than the type of person you're used to dating. There's gonna be a very strong sexual energy between you guys right away. This might start off as someone that like you hook up with, or like it starts off more friends with benefits, or it starts off really fast intimately, sexually, or something. And it's like someone you meet and it's like an unexpected encounter. So it makes me feel like you meet this person at a party, or you hang out with them and you're just going on a date and like you don't expect that you're gonna hit it off that well with them. And it's just like a very intense energy that just like comes upon you all of a sudden. So let's pull some more cards about what's going down with this. Yep, strong soulmate connection. And I think this is telling you you actually might have a couple people you date before this person. Like, because I feel like you're very magnetic right now in love. Because I just feel like you're a very happy-go-lucky kind of person who's very open. You're not afraid to approach people or to ask someone on a date. Like, you're playing the field a little bit. And I think that you might date one or two people, or like have a crush on one or two people before this person actually comes in your life. So just know that the heat's about to turn up in your love life over the next couple of months, or maybe even this summer. And this says pay attention, because there's going to be people that you might feel chemistry with, but you're not attracted to them. Or you might be attracted to them, but there's no chemistry. You got to have both those things, attraction and chemistry. And when you have both those things, that's a sign that you're on the same like vibrational wave or connection as this person. That's how you'll know it's them. So how else will you know that it's them? Let's see if we can get who is this person and some more info, like their personality. What archetype in the tarot paints a picture of who this person is? Prince of Wands energy. So this doesn't necessarily mean that they're male or female or whatever. This is just an archetype. So don't pay attention to the gender if that doesn't resonate with you. But yes, we're getting somebody older, once again, like an older person. Someone who's older than you or more mature than you, or who has a position of authority, like someone who's like maybe a teacher or a professor, or someone who's like a boss, or maybe your boss, or like a leader, or someone who's in the public eye or something like that, or someone who's very like well connected. And then we're getting this Prince of Wands energy. So it's funny because we pulled this earlier today, but basically the Prince of Wands is somebody who is very adventurous, someone who's very outspoken, somebody who's very direct, charismatic, high-strung, someone who's even a little bit blunt. They've got that sarcastic sense of humor. They're instinctive. They're easily bored. So this is the type of person who like always wants to do something new, always wants to go to like a new place, always wants to explore new places and new conversation topics, and is always on to the next thing. It's like a fun energy. This is a Sagittarius energy. So this person could be Sagittarius sun, Sagittarius moon, Sagittarius rising, or potentially like a fire sign. They're very progressive. They're very sexual. So it's so funny that we pulled the sexuality card earlier and we saw that you guys are going to have like this intense connection. They're even a little bit sporty. So they might be active, or they might like to work outdoors. Or they might have some type of outdoor hobby or sport, like they like to do like BMX biking or trail running or hiking or something like that. They're a little bit edgy, so the way that they dress or their fashion or their hairstyle could be like a little edgy. They got like a little bit of like a rebel vibe to them, but they're still cute, you know? As far as what they could do for their job, this is somebody who, they could be in a band. They might be like a musician or something, because they're very musical. They could even be in athletics. They could be like a coach, or they could do some type of sport. They could be a pilot. They like to be in control, not in a bad way. Okay, because when it comes to you, they're very soft, they're very kind, they're very sweet, but they kind of like to be in control. So they're like at some type of leadership position. They might even be a teacher, once again, an instructor, I'm seeing. And this is somebody who is very spiritual as well. Like, they're very open. They're open to a new beginning. They love change. They love just new things. And so they have a really bold energy. Now, I feel like before this person comes in your life, there could be a heartbreak. So if you've had your heart broken recently, this might be telling you, don't worry, like, we know your heart's broken, but we're sending you somebody new. Just take some time to heal. If that doesn't resonate, unfortunately, there could be one relationship that you have before you meet this person that might be short-lived. Like, you feel like you're really hitting it off with someone, it goes on for a couple weeks, and then, like, they ghost you or they're out of your life. And so, but then randomly this person comes in right after that. So like I said, next couple months, like maybe not the next couple months, more like May, June, July, August could be a little like up and down with love, but don't worry, this person's coming in, and it's like you're just being prepared for that. So what else do you need to know about this person, about this relationship? I think this is telling you pay attention, because there's some people out there who only want one thing, or who are very selfish in relationships, and you might encounter some of those people on the path to this relationship. It's almost like a test or something, like to know who deserves a seat at your table, to respect yourself enough to cut cords or cut ties with anybody you don't truly feel aligned with, because this person is going to treat you right. And I feel it's a very strong soulmate connection. This card is talking about the coming together of two polar opposites, passion and nurturing, like a perfect mix, a perfect match. And like a golden, kind of like a little cute honeymoon phase, golden era that happens in your life, like a big shift when they come in. You're going to notice a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities, and you'll know it's that person. So keep on keeping on in your dating life. I feel like there's been some struggles in dating. Oh, and you're wondering, are you going to meet him abroad? That's a good question, because remember how earlier we pulled, remember how we pulled this card earlier? This is like the first card I pulled for you. It's possible you could meet him abroad, because sometimes I get this card about people who meet someone abroad, like overseas or whatever. So let's just clarify. Will you meet him abroad? Maybe something related to your work, or a work opportunity is how you could meet him. Yeah, I think it's possible you could meet him abroad, especially if that opportunity for you to go abroad has something to do with a job. I feel like this could be someone who's a coworker or works with you, or maybe your boss. I'm not sure. Yeah, they're coming fast. So anyways, I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you next time. All right, so who's the next person?
Corey Kelly.
Oh, okay, it's Corey. Hi, Corey. It's great to hear from you. I did see that you purchased a reading from me recently, which is coming up on my list soon, but I'm excited that you're also here for this chat. So, what's Corey's question?
Registered investment advisor business. Would it be beneficial for me to start my RIA this year in Virginia? It's up in the air if I'll be staying in Virginia for the long run.
So what is it, registered?
Registered investment advisor.
Okay, so register investment advisor business. Should you start this now? Because it's kind of up in the air if you're going to stay in Virginia or not. This is a good question, and I actually did have a chance to glimpse your other question when you ordered from me earlier, because whenever I see your name, I'm like, ooh, what am I going to read for her this time? So I did see your questions, and like I know you had like a list of like a bunch of different places that you were looking into moving to. So hopefully we can wet your whistle now before we do, I do a full-on reading for you shortly for that. But basically, should you start it now or not? Like, should you start this now in Virginia, or maybe just kind of wait it out because things are changing? I think this is kind of like, will you be moving sooner or later kind of message. So it's a good question. Okay, so what does the path look like if you start it now? What does the path look like if you wait? So if you start it now, I'm so proud of you, by the way. Like every time I do readings for you, you're just like making stuff happen. And you've like come so far. You're gonna get that abundance. You're gonna keep using your gifts. Really great energy surrounds you. Yeah, there's a part of you that like really wants to get this off the ground because you've worked so hard, you got all your certificates and everything. There's been some opportunities for employment, but like it wasn't 100% the best situation. So I know you're just like really anxious to start this now. So if you start it now, I do see that your partner will support you. Like I keep seeing messages about your marriage or your partnership, how this person really supports you, or there's love surrounding you, you have divine protection. And I definitely see that you could have opportunities, like you could get some clients. Like this is a message about just going with the flow. I kind of feel like no matter what's been happening, you keep looking for opportunities or you keep trying to get things off the ground in Virginia, but you just keep feeling like you're going in circles and circles and you can't get through this door. And how many times have we pulled this card for you? So you're being met with a lot of closed doors and a lot of resistance. And I know like you're not freaking out about it. I think you really trust in spirit and your divine path. But there's something happening behind the scenes. Here's the links again, the cat of mystery. It's like kind of a mystery that's unfolding here to bring you what you asked for. To be completely honest with you, I see you moving. I see you moving. I feel like your time and where you're living now has come to a close. And this is telling you like you're going to be very fulfilled and very happy and feeling very balanced when you move. This is another card that talks about moving because it's like being back into a new path or like going on a new path. And then this is also like a home, like protection. I think this little lamb here symbolizes your business. Lamb, sorry, it's a little baby deer. It symbolizes your business and how like you just got it, like you're just starting it, like you're just getting it off the ground, like it still needs time to mature. You can't force this little baby deer to grow into a full-grown deer overnight. It needs nurturing, it needs protection, like almost like spirit is protecting this. Like you might not be able to use these skills or start this job right now, but it's like still in the works, you know? This is telling you you need to trust that side of you that's hesitating. Like you're pushing to try to make something happen in this career and to take the next step because you're very ambitious and you're just so great at taking action. Like I seriously admire you for that. Like you're a force to be reckoned with and you've manifested so much already. But I think this is telling you you might just need to kind of sit back and like allow things to happen or let this seed like kind of germinate for a little while or something. Because I feel like ultimately you will be moving. This bear is like leaving its cave. It's going out to find some food, to find some abundance. I think you're going to have to leave the state that you're in to find opportunities. Not like there's no opportunities where you are, but almost like you've been thinking and dreaming about a move and kind of manifesting it. And like if you started this now, it could block that. So this is telling you stay dedicated and you might just need to make a decision that you're going to move. And put all your energy towards that for a while. And then when you get planted again and get grounded again, you can move forward with the business and with the opportunities. And you're lucky because you have support of like your partner and stuff. So this is just telling you to follow your happiness. Would it make you feel happy to start a business where you are? Or would it make you feel happy to move and do the business somewhere else? Just stick with that and you'll be blessed. Opportunities are coming for you and you're strong, like, and you're going to start seeing doors open. So ultimately, I do think moving is what you need to focus on. I mean, it's your life, trust yourself, but that's what the energy really seems to be saying to me. And when I do your personal reading that you ordered, we can go through those places and we can see like the opportunities that are in each place and like help you kind of explore that. But it might be best to just like really start working on your budget and like talk to your partner, your family or whatever, and like maybe start selling things on eBay. If you feel like you really want to contribute to your family financially, maybe you can go to yard sales on the weekend, buy stuff and flip it on eBay. I talked to someone else about that earlier today. Like, or you can start selling things, or you can have a yard sale, or you can start budgeting or find creative ways to save money and like start tucking things away. And like, you're a financial planner advisor, like use that, everything you learn and all that knowledge like on yourself and like sort this situation out and start working towards your move. Make that happen. Once you make the move happen, then you can move forward. So it might seem kind of crazy, like, oh my gosh, that's so fast to move, but maybe this is the year you move. Maybe this is what you need to work on, and I really feel like you can make this happen. Yep, here's the Two of Wands. The move is going to happen a lot sooner than you thought, and maybe even a lot sooner than the cards in the past said. The last time we talked, Four of Wands. Yep. Fast energy. Wands, wands, wands. Seven of Pentacles. Yep. It's like you need to move to find this abundance. Like, you are abundance. You can bring abundance to yourself where you are if you want right now. But it's almost like this move is going to be very beneficial for you. Almost like you need to make a choice. Do you really want to move or not? And if you want to move, put all of your energy towards that. Because starting a business while you're trying to move is very hectic. I've done that. I actually did that. It was intense. So yeah, I'm very excited for you. I'm very excited for all of this beautiful energy coming in your life. Let's see if we can pull you a final message about your situation that you need to know from this deck. And I'm going to go ahead and like read this to you because I don't know this deck yet, but I love this guidebook and I just want to share it with you. Four of Earth, security. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Ooh, this is talking about your money and your abundance and all of that. Be aware of how much material security you really need in your life and what this security means to you. What is it that makes you inwardly feel safe? What is needed now to stabilize you emotionally? If you let yourself fall into your own depths, you realize that true security always comes from inside. I think this is a message to take away all the fluff from your life and get ready to like budget and save and get ready to move. Now you can reveal your influence on certain matters and step out from behind the scenes. But don't forget that outer creations or power demonstrations merely grant an illusory sense of security. Accepting our absolute insecurity is the only way to remain safe. So learn to rest in apparent insecurity. Begin to recognize the unchanging power in every change, every new and different situation. In this welcoming acceptance, you find the security that knows no change. Wow. This might be something you want to screenshot and maybe ponder on for a while because that was like really, really deep. But what I see here is that this is telling you you might just spend the next 6 months to a year or however long you're planning this move in limbo. maybe not really using these gifts yet and these degrees and work and certificates you've acquired, maybe not really starting the business. Maybe you're just going to be planning more stuff while you pursue moving. And like to be okay with being in limbo, to be okay with feeling kind of insecure that you're not really like having that job right now, you know, because I know your whole point was like, I want to get back to work, I want to contribute, I want to like make this happen, and like, and you bam, 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 just been like checking things off your list, check, 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 like you've been slaying it. It's been awesome. But this might be something you can't check off for a while, and you might just have to be, you know, and that's what's really hard, is when you can't move to the next step and you just kind of have to wait for a while. I think that's where you're at. So don't push, just keep envisioning. Just keep going back to your vision board. Plan, write a business plan. Like I see about you writing, journaling, making lists, like organize, start getting rid of things, budget, like just start getting everything aligned so you can make this move happen and you can move on to the next stage of your career. So I'm so excited for you. You're so close. And thank you so much. You said I appreciate you. You're such a positive influence. Thanks for the reading. Oh, thank you so much. On that note, I'm going to sign off. I had a really great time with you guys. I think I might still have a couple more spots open for tomorrow. I'm not sure, but I'll see those of you guys who are on the list for tomorrow at the same time. And stay tuned. There's more pick a card readings coming to my channel. I took a couple days off for like a medical reason, but I am back at it. And anybody who's waiting for personal readings and stuff, I'm working on it. And I want to thank you guys so much for your support. I will be going live for free next weekend, okay? So, you know, I'm still doing free live readings. I'll be doing that probably around, you know, probably around the same time, 10 a.m. PST Saturday next weekend. I'll be going live for free for anyone who's interested and wants free reading. So I'll see you later.